Come on.
I don't care if you think the thing that's chasing you is friendly or not. Raw meat laying out when there are things out there that are killing other things in general at all. Bad idea, bud. When you're camping and they're like, it's bear country, they tell you to tie your shit up in a tree. Not to leave out hanks of, like, venison.
Yeah, no, you don't leave food fucking anywhere. When you're, like, camping out west, it's the most dangerous thing for you to do. Your food has to be contained, like, away from you somewhere.
Yeah.
You don't want that shit around, because obviously, predators.
They'll just come sneaking up out of nowhere and steal your shit.
So it's at this point that Richard, he asks a very pointed question. It makes Brophy very uncomfortable. Kaylin forces Brophy to answer, which it was weird. It was weird, but he kind of lightheartedly came to this question, and it's not a lighthearted thing. Because up until this point, it's been like, oh, yeah, I'm a wolf. Kaylin turned me into a wolf. That's the Chuchivas voice. I'm a wolf.
Yeah.
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 And I'm confessed, and it's fine. And I have a mate and puppies.
Look at my tail wag.
Yeah, so Richard's like, oh, man, what's it like being a confessed wolf? And then he gets quiet.
Yeah. It's serious now.
Yeah. Did you feel that? I felt that.
Yeah.
The whole mood just changed.
Dropped right to the floor.
Shut the lights off, or was... And Brophy... Sorry. And Brophy says, well, first there's pain, and then there's overwhelming fear. And at first I thought like physical pain, but I don't think that's what he meant. I think it's like emotional, soul-cleaving pain.
Yeah.
And after that point, the confessor generally tells them like what they can do. In his case, you need to confess to me, did you kill this boy? Mm-hmm. And then the only thing he felt was pure joy, because the only thing that his confessor wanted to be satisfied was his answer of the truth, and he had that. And that 100% fulfills him in every way.
Right. He has like this frantic need to make her happy. It basically, in short, he's a fucking mess.
He laughs, he cries, everything on the slightest whim of Kaylin's emotion.
Yeah, it's like a 12-year-old boy whose girlfriend is like telling him they need to break up. Like his very first girlfriend. And he's like, but I love you. And I'm sad and I'm happy. And you make me happy and sad and scared. And please don't leave.
Pick yourself up, boy. You don't need her. So at this point, Richard is done talking and he goes to take watch. And Brophy's like, dude, talking wolf, I got this shit covered. Yeah. You guys just go sleep. And I have it. I would want to take him up on the offer.
Literally, I've been doing your watch for you for the last like 4 nights.
Right. Yeah, you've been staying up all those times, and really you could have been getting the best sleep of your life knowing there is a talking wolf covering your ass.
Legit, you were doing nothing but staring into the void for nothing.
I mean, if I had just learned that things like wolves spoke. Okay, not dragons. Dragons aren't here, but wolves. Wolves are a thing that are here, and like I had mentioned earlier, we could eventually have talking dogs, which, I mean, sign me up. But I would probably need to go take a walk and sort some shit out mentally, too. Like, okay, dogs talk. Grass is still green. That's something we have.
I could fuck her. I might end up a dog. Is it worth it? Are we going to be on this journey for another, like, 4 months? I'm going to need to get one in. Can a dog be a seeker? These are questions I need to know.
Could see him running up. Hey, Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin. Hey, Kaylin. She's like, what? He's like, that tree over there? That one's mine. And bounding off into the woods again.
Do we have monkeys in this world? Could I be a monkey? They can hold swords.
Oh, that would be cool. No, that would be fucking scary.
Also throw shit. It'll be great.
A gorilla with a fucking sword?
Yeah.
Forget it, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Before Brophy and Richard take off all the way into the night, Zed is like, hey, Richard, what bone was that your dad gave you? I don't remember.
Fuck!
Yeah. We're just,
God damn it. I lied one time. Once. And he finds me out. That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Probably didn't say any of that. He just thought, bags.
But Richard he again tries to use Wizard's first rule on Zed, and he's like, please, if you believe me about anything, believe me now. And he's just like, man, except that one bone. You've seen it.
There's a little round one, the thing with the Zed. It's got the thing on it.
Duh, I've worn it. I always, I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah. And Zed, he's like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, right. I remember. I don't believe him.
I don't believe Zed either.
I'm going to be honest with all you guys right now. I don't remember offhand exactly what happens in the next chapter, or if Zed catches onto the bone at this point. I might be ashamed to say, if that's like a major plot point. But I don't believe Zed.
No, I don't either.
I don't think Richard had applied the Wizard's first rule here in its entirety.
Yeah, I don't think Zed thought enough into it to be afraid of something.
Right.
With the bone, or to want something to be true. I think he was just like, that was a weird thing. Let me follow up. And I feel like that'd still be how he feels about it now. Like, okay, that's a bullshit lie. I'm going to keep following
Check
up.
that for later.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's known Richard long enough to, have seen it before.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't remember offhand, but if he saw it, he would recognize it as being Richard's. That happens to me all the time.
That is I was going to say that is a plot hole. It's not a plot hole because Zed doesn't know the beast was guarding the stone.
Right.
So Zed wouldn't have recognized the stone anyways.
Right. He wouldn't have recognized it, but he would have recognized it from being on Richard's person all this time.
Right. No, I was going to agree with you. Yeah, he definitely should have recognized it on Richard, and Richard definitely shouldn't have thrown it away because of Zed, because obviously Zed wouldn't have thought anything of it. And now it's weird because Zed is like, oh, yeah, why are you lying about the bone that you've been fucking wearing forever?
Right. And another thing on top of that, even, they have to get back through at some point. Richard says, I want to go back to Westland and, be done. Dude, you're going to need that bone to get through the Narrows again, and you know it.
Yeah, no, the whole thing was just kind of silly.
And so Richard walks off into the woods to begin his watch. And Jade and I had a conversation a few episodes ago, when Kaylin told Richard that she could always tell when he was having a headache, and we had not remembered hearing of Richard having a headache up until this point.
Right.
This is the first point where the book says Richard is having a headache.
And it's a bad one. It's outside and inside headache.
Yeah. Well, I think that's he had a headache, but he was also dealing with emotional head pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the end of the chapter, guys. We are introduced into a pretty fucking cool character. It's a talking wolf. Mm-hmm. If you ask me, top 3, we'll say.
So far?
Heroes not included. But yeah, talking wolf's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I dig him.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast and you wanted to let us know, you can write us an email at podcastatt@gmail.com. You can text us, call us, leave us a voicemail at 616-259-0025. You can find us on Facebook by searching all the things. You can find us on Instagram at podcastatt. And if you wanted to help this podcast grow, you can find us on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/podcastatt, and there you can make a pledge, $1 up to $10.
And we'll love you forever.
Yeah, we will love you forever. There's a lot of cool stuff on there, a lot of funny stuff on there that we think you guys will like. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you real soon.
Bye.